Hey everyone, Tony George with an important Wednesday update here from DocSports.com. Wednesday's a big day, obviously. Sean Salisbury joins me in about a half hour. We're going to be breaking down an NFL game between Kansas City and Green Bay. And by the way, the big news, any chances of me having my NFL game of the year this weekend just went out the window because Aaron Rodgers came down with COVID, and I was going to have a strong position on them in a pick 'em ball game against Kansas City because he would shred their defense. He's out. And apparently he's worth 7.5 points. John and I will talk about it because it went from Pick'em to KC minus 7.5. We're also going to talk about the big game at Jack Trice up in Ames, Iowa this weekend. The Cyclones taking on the Longhorns in Big 12 action. We're going to break those down. Later today, I'm going over to Red Rock Sportsbook, and I'm going to hook up with Scott Spreitzer. We're going to do the 8 and 8 for you. 8 games, 8 leans or picks. And we also interviewed Chuck Esposito, the Races Sportsbook Director. Can't find that anywhere from a lot of handicapping companies, can you? You can find it right here on this channel later today, probably around 5 Pacific. It'll be up. So you can break those down. There's always a fun, engaging, lighthearted, but serious, informative, about 12, 15 minutes with me and Scott Spreitzer from the Sportsbook over there. So be sure and check it out. And Chuck Esposito always fills you in on a few goodies as well, the Races Sportsbook Director. So be sure and tune in. Today, 4-unit picks, NHL. We're on a 6-3-1 run to start the season. Got a great NHL play for you tonight. Also in the NBA, fresh off a 7-unit winner. Last night, Miami Heat, 13 points over the spread for a 7-unit winner against Dallas. And you better keep your eye on Miami because they are hot out of the gate and playing some excellent basketball right now. That is a play-on team if the number is right. So be sure to get over to Docs. I got 4-unit picks in each one of those. All football will be out tomorrow. We have another top play in college football. We're 5-0-1. I think the last 6 weeks. Another winner today on Saturday. Come on. And in the NFL, off a rare losing week, because, hey, we're going to bounce right back. Going to kill them. A little pissed about that Green Bay Kansas City news, but, we got backups. We're ready to go. One Monday night, we'll roll that over. Not interested in the Thursday night game at all, but nonetheless, that's what's going on over at Docs, so get ready. All right. Now, yesterday, if you're not following me on Twitter, you need to follow me on Twitter. I gave you a free, exclusive video Twitter pick on Eastern Michigan last night over Toledo plus the 9.5. They won outright. I put out halftime line picks in the NBA. A lot of times on the weekends, I'll give you what I'm betting in Vegas. Either halftime lines in college or pro football occasionally. So, and I always interact with you guys over there, tell it like it is, just like I do here. So follow me at TGeorgeSports. Give me a follow on Twitter. Come on. Show me some love. Showing you love, giving you free winners. Let's go. Pay it forward, pay it back, do whatever that is. Tonight, good game in the MAC. Now, I don't put out these Tuesday, Wednesday games for premium plays because anything can happen with these games. They're always smaller conference games. They go crazy. A lot of these smaller conference games on Thursdays and Fridays even. Crazy scores. Insane scoring, no defense, just insane results. So I tiptoe through the tulip slightly, and I usually love to look at underdogs. And I can't really tonight. I think the play in this Kent State Northern Illinois game is a total. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to pull up a screen here in a minute and tell you why I like the under 70. Now, this is going to be a good football game. This is two of the best quarterbacks in the MAC playing. You got Lombardi, the kid from Michigan State transferred into Northern Illinois. And you got Crum over there at Kent State, the Golden Flashes. And they are at home tonight. They're laying 3.5, the total 70. Kent's 4-0 in MAC play. Their quarterback, Crum, this kid's unbelievable. Now, bear in mind also that Kent State, with this good team, this great quarterback, thrown for over 2,000 yards. Good player. Now, Lombardi on their side of the coin is a dual threat. He's running for about 6 yards a carry, responsible for 14 touchdowns overall, and thrown for almost 300. You're thinking, wow, this thing's going to be just a shootout. Just going to be chucking the rock all over the place. A typical, Wednesday night, Tuesday night type, 52-49 was the final last night in the Toledo game, which we gave you for free over at Twitter. But that being said, a closer look at this, and there's a couple things at play here. Number one is Kent State looks kind of attractive at 3.5. I'd love them at 3. I don't like them at 3.5, just because of how these games work. But they are 0-10 the last 10 times they played Northern Illinois. That's 10-time revenge. Ooh. It's kind of hard to resist at this low of a number. But you take a look at this game, and here's the mismatch. The running games of both these teams are some of the top in the country in yards per game, and the defenses are two of the worst against the run. And just let me pull up a number here for you, since we're just sitting around here being friendly and everything. Northern Illinois' offensive rank in running the football is 10th in the country at 232 yards a game. Kent State's defense is helpless to stop it. They're ranked 117th against the run in yards per game allowed. Conversely, Kent State's offense 17th in the country at running the football. Northern Illinois' defense 103rd at stopping it. So what you're going to have here is you're going to have a game where both teams are going to play to their strength in a big game, and that's running the football and moving the chains 6-7 yards a carry. Neither and what's that do? Eats clock. Say somebody gets down there close and turns it over after going on a 5-minute drive pounding the rock. Then comes back the other way. Doesn't take long for this thing to stay under the number. And, oh, Tony, wait a minute. Being able to run the football successfully sets up play action pass on wide open receivers because everybody's bringing the safeties up to stop the run. Well, I got news for you. Crum's a good quarterback. He can pick you apart for Kent State. But Northern Illinois' offense is 117th in the country at throwing the football. They just can't throw it well. They like the RPO better than dropping back and passing the ball. Under 70. Kent State, Northern Illinois, and what ought to be a very good and entertaining ball game tonight on television. Little bit on the under. Don't unload on it. It's not a 5-dimer. Don't put it in a 4-teamer. It's a free pick. But I like the under 70. Tune back in today. Myself, Sean Salisbury, Scott Spreitzer from Red Rock. All right here, Doc's YouTube channel. Thumbs up, subscribe, all those good things.